they're going to say this is ridiculous. This is insane. We're not taking our family and moving everybody out into the village. But that's exactly what they did. In 3 days, they evacuated the entire city of Phnom Penh. The entire city. This city within 72 hours became a ghost town. Now, what they did, they needed a prison immediately. Now, does where you're at look like a prison? What does it look like? It probably was.
School.
Units, flats, hotel.
This was Tuol Sleng High School. They took a high school. The French had built this high school. They took Tuol Sleng High School and turned it into S21 prison. So they took the grounds of what was a high school a few days earlier, turned it into a prison. This is where they began to imprison people. Now, the first thing when you come in, you notice, of course, are the 14 graves in front of you. When the Vietnamese did liberate Phnom Penh, or capture Phnom Penh in 1979, when they came on, there were still bodies laying here. The Khmer Rouge had executed the 14 people as they were on their way out, and didn't have time to hide what they had done. They just left the bodies as they fled. So it happened that quickly in 1979. So that's what those graves were 14 victims who were still here, whose bodies were still here when the Vietnamese came. What we're going to do, we're going to take a look. We're going to walk through each building. You walk through this building, meet me down where it says this way at the end. And I'll give you guys some time to kind of walk through the classrooms. I'll kind of tell you as we go through each block what that represented. What these blocks, the first 2 floors are classrooms, smaller classrooms. The top ones are larger ones. The top area is just large open rooms. That was for holding people. The first and second floor were places used for interrogation. So those rooms were interrogation rooms. The pictures when you get on the inside will be self-explanatory. I understand that during that period of 1975 to 79, there were 20,000 people that came through Tuol Sleng that were imprisoned here. When they came through, they were interrogated until they confessed their crime. I understand 20,000 people, there were no innocent people. There were no innocent people. Everyone either died in interrogation or they confessed of a crime. Okay? So that'll tell you a little bit, and when you see the pictures, you'll understand what I mean by that. I'll give you guys kind of some time to go through the classrooms and look. I would encourage you to read the rules of the prison are in white over here. Read those, and it'll kind of give you an understanding of the mindset. Okay? So I'll give you guys some time to walk through. Don't bother with the second and third floor. They're exactly the same as the first. And time-wise, we need to kind of get around. We're running a little bit behind. So if you'll walk through and then meet me down where the West Way sign, I'll kind of answer some questions and tell you what the next block looks like.